She wants you to dominate her. So why are you hesitating? You want to give her exactly what she wants in bed, except this. Because when your woman tells you or hints that she wants to be dominated in bed, you become confused and hesitant, which sucks because confused and hesitant is not the dominant man that she's asking for. But how do you make sense of this? I mean, on one hand, women want to be treated with respect and care. They want to be treated as equals. They are breaking glass ceilings and becoming successful and assertive. And at the same time, she wants to have her hair pulled, choked and smacked and called a little slut in bed? What is that about? Hello, I'm Caitlin V, your sex and relationship coach, and I am about to show you why your woman wants to be dominated in bed and how to become the dominant man she is pining for, all without having to learn a whole new way of being, needing to sweat or stress. Don't worry, my friend, you already have this within you. By the end of this video, you're gonna be the sexiest, manliest man she has ever had the honor of going to bed with. I'll also show you how to pleasure her while you are dominating her, because those are two separate ideas, so that you know exactly how to give her an incredible sexual experience where she feels completely taken care of by her man. Let's first talk about what dominance is not. It is not the same as being mean or cruel. It is not the same as being rough or having rough sex. It is not as simple as bringing in whips and leather. And it does not mean that you have to change a bit about who you are. This right here is not a video about what dominance is and is not. So if you're not sure, check out my other video on that subject. And hell, check out all my videos and subscribe while you're at it. Before we dive into how to dominate her, it is important to understand why she wants to be dominated. Because if you can truly understand this, then you can truly master dominance in the way that she's asking for it. So here are the 6 top reasons that women want to be dominated in bed. Reason 1, women get tired of making decisions and leading the way in real life. She often has to be dominant outside of the bedroom, and it is exhausting. Being dominated gives her a much needed break. Reason number 2, women have evolved to be attracted to dominant men. Now, hear me out. There is an evolutionary bias towards women wanting to be with dominant male partners. Since female mammals have a limited number of eggs, it makes sense for them to be more sexually selective. That's why most females get to pick the mate that they choose to mate with. And female mammals know that if they select stronger, more dominant mates, that they and their babies will be more safe from predators. Number 3, a dominant man who ravages his woman makes her feel sexually desirable. A lot of women's sexual desire is sort of narcissistic in nature. Research shows that women are aroused by other people's desire for them. Basically, we turn ourselves on by you being turned on by us. Reason number 4, your dominance helps her push past shame. By dominating her, you are taking responsibility for her pleasure. So she's not wondering, oh my God, does this make me a slut? Am I gonna be slut shamed? Am I gonna be cast out of my society because I'm a dirty girl who likes sex? In this context, she's allowed to relax. She feels like she's not actually responsible for what's happening, and she's able to fully enjoy it without the slut-shaming narrative. Which leads me to my next point, reason 5. Your dominance turns off the thinking part of her brain that gets disgusted by sex. When you're telling her what to do in bed, guiding her along the way, essentially what you're saying to her lizard brain is, you've got the green light. It is okay for you to turn the thinking brain off, and give yourself over to sexual pleasure. Reason number 6, your dominance makes her feel attended to, like the object of your focus. You placing your attention on her makes her the object of sexual desire, and it turns you into an attentive lover, which she will love. One of my mentors, Kasia Urbaniak, defines dominance as attention out. While the submissive actually puts attention into themselves, the dominant puts their attention out onto the submissive. So now the submissive has both her own attention and your attention on her, and that is hot. If you've ever heard the dig against a woman, like she's just doing it for the attention, yeah, she is, because attention feels good. It's part of what feminine nature and feminine energy is all about. So look at me. So now that you know why she wants to be dominated, you know that you need to show up for her in this way. But how do you give her this without being unsure about yourself and your dominant skills the entire time? Because honestly, if it's new to you, it can be intimidating. And many men who are otherwise super skilled lovers can have trouble turning on that inner dominant and letting him out. Here's how. Step 1, confirm with her outside of the bedroom if she's good with playing with dominance and submission inside of the bedroom. This is a great time to get onto the same page outside of the sexual situation so that you can establish safety, like a safe word, outline boundaries, like what you definitely do and definitely do not want to do. Like you might think it's really hot for you to pull her hair, but she may have a neck injury that you don't even know about, and you could be at risk of messing that up. So have a great conversation about what you're into and what you're not into, and establish a safe word. And if you don't have a safe word, you can borrow mine. I use red and yellow. Red for full stop and yellow for we're getting close to my edge. Knowing her boundaries before going in is also for you so that you can proceed confidently, knowing what she's going to enjoy and what she doesn't want you to do. Step 2, understand what you want. In order to give her what she wants, you need to know what you want first. It's because you can't take full responsibility in the bedroom and be the dominant one guiding sex if you don't know what you want or what turns you on. This is about creating pleasure for both of you, right? So in order to learn this about yourself, key into what arouses you, what makes you feel turned on about this scenario, and tap into that. This will help you to step into your dominance by finding your own pleasure in it. Number 3, practice, practice, practice. Practice being dominant. Practice outside of the bedroom by being assertive and asking directly for what you want. And then literally practice for inside of the bedroom. Write down what you are going to say. Practice it in the mirror, how you are going to say it, and then get comfortable with the feeling of being the dominant one. So for example, if you want to say, tell her to walk over to the window and take off her clothes, it might take you a few times to get your exact wording and vocal tone perfect so that when you actually tell her, that command lands on her fully. So it's the difference between go over to the window and take off your clothes. And when I tell you to, I want you to slowly walk over to the window and remove your clothing one piece at a time for me. Go. Step number 4, start slow. You don't need to start off with a full-on shibari scene complete with fresh-baked cookies for aftercare. Instead, you can start by telling her something that simple. Take off your clothes, lay down and open your legs, part your lips for me, let me look at you. Starting slow also means taking the time to do your research and thinking in advance about what you want to create. Beside that, some kink and BDSM stuff can be very dangerous. Choking, which people do all the time, can be very dangerous if you don't know how to do it. Rope tie can be very dangerous, can cut off circulation in wrists and legs. This stuff can cause permanent damage. So if you don't know what you are doing before you dive in, you are actually at risk of causing injury. And then finally, step 5, know exactly how to ravish her in a way that she loves. Being dominant means that you are taking full responsibility for her pleasure. It is essentially a sexual trust fall. So it is essential that you be a great lover. Because look, if you tell her, open your legs, I'm going down on you, and then you can't deliver some dope ass oral sex, that's gonna destroy the vibe. Part of being confident is being confident that you can see the whole thing the whole way through. And being the best lover that she's ever had is going to make it a lot easier for you to tell her what to do because you feel confident that you are going to deliver. So to recap, chances are she wants you to dominate her. Stop being confused or hesitant and believe her and start to train for it. She wants to be dominated for a variety of reasons, but most of all that she gets to relax, stop calling the shots, and turn off her brain in order to receive more pleasure. And finally, in order to master being the king of her bed and dominating her sexually, you need to confirm with her boundaries, her safe word, and that you're both on the same page. You need to practice being assertive and dominant outside of the bedroom. You need to start so slow. And be confident that you will actually be an amazing lover so that you can take full responsibility for her pleasure and know that she can rely on you to deliver. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure that you're subscribed, and I will see you here next week.